Hey, what's up guys? Chillax here, welcome back to Kagetsu Tohya. Last time we did the Hisui Inversion Impulse side story, which is a lot of fun. Got to see Hisui, kind of be a little more assertive in a kind of roundabout way. But yeah, today we're gonna do the Tohno family con game side story, which, you know, it's, yeah, Gunja, Hi Gujira Ringu, apparently supposed to be really good, so, you know, we'll see. Well, you know, yeah, we'll see. 27 Dead Apostle Ancestor Series. Orked. Lives in a South American village, okay. Has a form similar to a spider. Yeah, is that okay? That's it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, start game. 10 Nights of Dream. Tohno family con game. Oh, I forgot to turn the audio down again. Yeah. Oh. Like for KT, like a normal audio level for me is 14%, but my default for everything else is 50% speakers. So if I forget to turn it down whenever I start this game, it just blows my ears out. Ah, what nice weather. Kohaku-san gave a tranquil murmur as she sipped tea from a plastic cup. It is, isn't it? It is nice to occasionally eat outdoors. The lunchboxes being mostly empty, Akiha poured herself some tea from the thermos. Hisui, want some apple? No, thank you. I pointed to an apple carved into a rabbit shape that remained in the lunchbox, but Hisui embarrassedly looked down and declined. Okay. Saturday afternoon. I guess she doesn't want to eat it because it looks cute? Maybe? As I promised in the morning, I returned quickly after school and had lunch in a courtyard patio with Akiha and the others. Good, keeping your promises. Normally, Hisui and Kohaku eat separately from Akiha and me, but since this lunch was Kohaku's idea in the first place, I put forth my view that this sort of meal is one that everyone should enjoy together. So in the end, the four of us, Akiha, Hisui, Kohaku-san, and I, all sat around the lunchboxes. This reminds me. Unexpectedly, I remembered some things from long ago. What is it, Nissan? Huh? I just felt a bit nostalgic. We used to sit around here and eat onigiri a lot after we grew tired of playing. A lot. Actually, weren't you the one that did all the eating, Nissan? I don't know about that. Hisui and I only ate one onigiri each at most. I suppose so. Well, I was the one that ran around the most, so of course I'd be the hungriest, right? Yeah, sure. That was because you two kept dragging us around everywhere. These days, though, if you chased me, I'd be caught immediately. True. Also, nice little reference to, I assume they're referencing the other Shiki, you know, actual Tohno Shiki. Because obviously us would be referring to Akiha and Hisui, so I assume the two would be the Shikis. Probably. At my whispered words, Akiha's hair flashed pure red for an instant. Did you say something, Nissan? Nope, nothing. Good choice. I hurriedly switched the conversation to Hisui. Back then, Hisui used to be real active too. Yeah. I was just trying to keep up with you, Shiki-sama. Right. Originally, I wasn't all fond of all that running around at all. fair enough. Hey, Meridak. No need for excuses, Hisui. You've always been on Nissan's side. Akiha-sama, Hisui said with a pitiful look. Ahem. Whenever we played tag, I remember always being tagged right away. Oh yes, both Nissan and you, Hisui, caught me right away. Akiha, are you still mad about that? Apparently. Of course not. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I was just considering what would happen if we were to play now. Right, yeah. Just thinking about it, I can't help but smile. Again, her hair flashed red. Hisui. She's still quite pissed. I whispered to Hisui, who nodded. Damn, holding a 10-year grudge? Shaking my head, Akiha. Yes. She was the slowest runner back then. And when playing tag, it's obvious to aim for the slowest. I mean, true. Yeah. What? Come on. Don't lie, Hisui. I never... Hey! What are the two of you muttering over there? Kohaku, say something. Oh. Well, even if you ask me to, I never played with you. At Kohaku's words, the air seemed to freeze. Yeah. Ah, that's right. When Akiha, Hisui, and I were running around in the courtyard, Kohaku-san was still imprisoned in the mansion. It's not that we forgot. It's just that unthinkingly the conversation had turned and left out Kohaku-san. Yeah. Sorry, Kohaku-san. That was thoughtless. There's nothing to apologize for. I've been having fun listening to your stories. But, yeah, no, I feel... Like, obviously, you know, when asked about it, she obviously had to point out she wasn't there. But I think pitying her, rather than letting her enjoy the now, is worse. I searched for words, but couldn't come up with any. Somehow I'd gotten bogged down in trying to continue this conversation. But if I couldn't find some way to clear up this awkward atmosphere... Just then, I had a flash of brilliance. Is it really? That's it. I immediately threw out my idea. Since we've got the chance, Kohaku-san, wanna play tag? It's funny because they're all like, you know, 16, 17, 18, so they're probably like, tag? Excuse me? Kohaku-san gave an embarrassed smile. Nissan, do what? Play tag, I said. 8 years ago, I couldn't take Kohaku-san outside to play. Nothing can change that, since you can't turn back time. True. Well, I mean, if I took a deep breath and then continued. But then, wouldn't it be a good idea for all of us to do something together now? I mean, does it really have to be tag, though? Like, then when the four of us sit together like this again, we'll be able to smile and laugh about it. True. Kohaku-san, what do you think? Kohaku-san was bewildered. Well, after a sudden suggestion like that, it's not surprising. True. I turned my gaze to Hisui. So Hisui, how about it? I agree with your suggestion, Shiki-sama. Why did I give her, like, Ciel's voice right then? That was weird. At Hisui's words, Kohaku-san shot a surprised look at Hisui's face. Yeah, your sister wants you to have fun! Come on! Hisui-chan? Yes, Hisui's in favor. So, Akiya, how about you? For me, rather than saying I agree, it would be better to say I can't find a reason to disagree. So of course I'm in favor. Akiya smiled widely and then turned to Kohaku-san. You can't just... Okay. I order you to participate in this game of tag, Kohaku. Now, by both majority rule and your house head's orders, you're left with no choice, Kohaku. Kohaku-san was silent for a little, then... I understand. I'll join in. Okay, it's settled. Then let's hurry up and... As I started to stand, Hisui spoke. However, Akiya-sama... No using your, like, Oni powers? What? Is something wrong, Hisui? There are no problems with the suggestion itself. However, I think there are not enough people. No? Back then, you would have played with you two plus the two Shikis. Now you're just replacing the other Shiki with Kohaku. I don't see the problem. However, I think there are not enough people. If that's true. Yeah, it is. Oh. Oh, is it? Oh. Is that like, is there lore as to how tag became a thing in Japan? Was it literally like the person who's it is a Oni? That's kind of funny and interesting. Okay. Yeah, it is. We need to get a few more people then. I sat back down. Akiya, do you mean to use our old house rules for this game? Of course. Yeah, fair enough. Excuse me, but what are the house rules? Ah, you wouldn't know. That's... Don't phrase it that way! Well, our tag rules are a little different than other people's. First, to those who are it, we call the demons. The other people are the humans. Right. Uh-huh. Second, anyone tagged, of course, becomes a demon, but the original demon remains one as well. Eh? Then the original demon is always it, a demon? So it's basically like a mix of tag and hide and go seek? Because in hide and seek, once you're caught, you're all seekers. So I guess it's kind of like a... Okay. Right. If anyone remains uncaught by the time limit, then the humans win. If everyone's caught, then the original demon wins. Uh-huh. Hey, Akiya, who thought up those rules? I heard that they are the Tohno family's traditional rules, handed down through the generations. Is that so? But that... What about it, Nissan? Oh, no, just rather apt. Nothing. I shook my head. Way back when, I never thought about it. But why did these rules have to be associated with the demon and human races? Just don't worry about it. Nah, well, it doesn't matter. Surely.
So you want to use the prize rules as well?
At Hisui's words, I nodded. Yeah, of course. To explain for you, Kohaku-san, each person brings their treasure and that becomes the prize. Okay. And that way everyone plays for keeps.
That seems interesting, but a little scary.
All competitions have some risk. Well, about the number of people, I was going to call some people I know. Okay, so Arihiko... probably CL? And I assume this takes place in a mansion timeline, so probably not Arquid. But she might show up anyway, you never know. Who else? Yeah, probably just Arihiko and CL. You don't mind, Akia?
Not at all. That would be no problem at all. Nissan, you must be surprisingly widely known.
I mean, sure.
And since tomorrow is Sunday, how does using the entire day sound?
Yeah, that's a good idea. It'll take some time to gather the people together, too. I nodded and began counting off people in my head. Okay, so more than 2, then. Maybe some other classmates, or... Forget the notion of timelines? Okay. The next day, the weather at 9 o'clock was a gray sky, the sun mostly hidden by the clouds.
Well, then Nissan...
Akia asked me, with an expression as if attempting to endure some headache.
What precisely are these faces here?
These faces is a little mean, isn't it, Akia-chan? Okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, there we go. I was right.
That's right, Inoue-kun.
Okay, Awkward is here.
That's right. We were called here, so shouldn't there be none of that, little sister? I did not call you here. Nissan called you.
Okay, Akiha, who were you expecting? Like...
And will you please stop calling me little sister, Awkward-san?
Akiha yelled and then spun to glare at me.
Will you explain this to me, Nissan?
Ah, yes, well, you see... I began twiddling my fingers as I thought about everything that had happened yesterday. First, I called Arihiko. And then, since CL-senpai happened to be there, I asked her too. Okay. And if I'd asked her, then I had to invite Arquid as well, right? Yeah, I suppose.
That's right. If you'd invited CL but not me, I would have cursed you forever.
Okay. In your case, you really would haunt the Tohno family until it died out, wouldn't you? I sighed. Then there's my classmate Yumizuka-san, who's also participating. Okay. Right? She may be the only upright one here. Okay. You know what? You won't worry about it.
Thank you for having me here. I'm Tohno-kun's classmate, Yumizuka Satsuki. Pleased to meet you. Yes, a pleasure to meet you as well, senpai.
Oh. Finished with her public courtesy. Akiha again glared at me.
Nissan, may I have a word with you?
Her face twitched as she gestured me closer. What? I drew near, and Akiha placed her mouth near my ear and began to speak in a hushed voice.
How is she the only upright one? That thing has red eyes. Red eyes. In other words, that's the vampire version.
Okay, I won't worry about it.
Why is she running about during the daytime?
Also, her eyes looked brown there. So, I don't... Okay, well, whatever. I glanced out the window. Probably it's because of the cloudy sky, I thought. But there was no evidence of that, and no way I could ask. Yumizuka may be trying to play dumb or something. Maybe. Come on, compared to the others, she's fine. Especially compared to Arkwid, who has the Marble Phantasm, or you in Vermilion mode. Okay, just getting meta with everything. Okay. If you're going to complain, then why didn't you call some of your friends? How about those roommates you mentioned before, or Akira-chan?
Well, yes, but there's no way I could.
Because you don't want your upright, your rich family friends to see you playing tag. I see. Right.
My school has a dormitory, and calling people from the next prefecture over is just too far.
Well, I can accept that. However, there is something I want to ask you.
What a coincidence. So do I.
At the same time, Akiha and I opened our mouths and turned in the same direction. Did you call that here, Akiha?
Did you call that here, Nissan?
It's gonna be Nero, isn't it? Where Akiha and I were looking stood a muscular older man and a kimono-wearing young man. It's Nero and Roa Shiki. Yep, there's Nero. To summon one and then refer to one as that is rude, lad. What are we doing here? Didn't summon you. Not at all. At least I didn't call you. Don't refer to your real brother as that, Akiha. Come on. Don't hold yourself back. You can call me Shiki-Ni-san. Okay, that's gonna be confusing if they don't capitalize the other one.
Don't joke around. My only brother is Nissan. Furthermore, I don't ever remember asking you here. Or remember ever asking you here.
Arkwid, did you do this?
Surely you're joking. Why would I invite Nero?
Then CL Senpai, I'd really like it if you would stop brandishing the black keys at me, Senpai.
Even for you, Tohno-kun, there are things you can say and things you shouldn't say, you know.
Fair enough.
Why would I ever invite an undead? Unless I had a trap to destroy it, of course, that's different.
Yeah, that's right. Right? But Senpai, the black keys don't really match your school uniform, so how about putting them away? As I agreed, Senpai withdrew the black keys. Whew. Thank God.
No, they don't, do they? But anyway, who exactly who called them here? Even Roa? No, I suppose right now he's Tonoshiki, isn't he? Him too. Oh, that was me!
Kohaku, just because we said we needed people doesn't mean you invite everything skulking about this town. Like, Kohaku-san?
Yes. I thought I would call all the people with deep relationships together.
I mean, I guess. Sure.
I sent out invitation cards. Relationship isn't as good a word as pretext when talking about them.
Akiha pouted. Don't say that, Akiha. Just be glad that the other one didn't come too. I assume he's referring to the other version, the Roa-controlled version of him. Because I assume this is Shiki talking. Yeah, Roa. So So Shiki-controlled Roa Shiki is saying be glad that Roa-controlled Roa Shiki didn't show up. Okay. This is making less sense as we go.
I am.
Ah, damn. Now I'm breaking the fourth wall. Or is that... whatever, I don't know.
There was one more invitation I sent, but unfortunately it was returned to sender.
Regretfully, Kohaku showed the white envelope in her hands. The name written on the front was Awazaki Aoko. Oh!
If you invited Blue, she would just destroy the mansion, you know, Shiki?
Hey, I didn't invite her. I mean, Wait. I thought Shiki and only knew Aoko by Sensei, not... Did she tell him her actual name? I don't remember that. I thought it was just Sensei the entire time. Nah, whatever. It doesn't matter, I guess. Ah, well. Akiha sighed and glanced around. She did? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know, but I was just saying because when she showed the envelope and it said her name, so he obviously, and he, yeah. Again, this is all just, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Akiha sighed and glanced around the living room.
Everyone, I understand that there have been some hard feelings between us, but this is the Tohno family mansion. Please restrain your bloodthirst.
You too, I didn't dare to say. No need to hasten my death after all. Yeah, no, yeah, just let sleeping dogs lie.
Well, everyone is here, right? Then I, Tohno Akiha, shall explain the rules.
Okay. I guess she just says to refer to her as Sensei. Oh, wait. Yo, no, yeah, doesn't she say, like, refer to me as Sensei? Because otherwise you could get in trouble for knowing me or something? Something like that? I don't know.
I, Tohno Akiha, shall explain the rules. This game of tag will be using the Tohno family house rules. The first demon will be decided through rock, paper, scissors, and will remain demon even after tagging someone.
Fair.
In other words, there will then be 2 demons. Yeah, question, little sister. I said stop with the little sister.
She cut herself off, cleared her throat, and then responded again.
Ahem. This is going nowhere right now, so afterwards we'll have a nice long discussion, shall we?
I don't, no matter what, I don't think anything you say will get through to her, Akiha, but you're welcome to try. Shiki's thoughts after some thought and decided that she seemed like a very distinguished person, so okay. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that she. Yeah, I don't know.
Then what is your question, Arkwood-san? The demons are going to keep multiplying, right? Then what happens when the last human becomes a demon? This game will have a time limit. Right now it is 9:30 a.m., so we'll start the game at 10 a.m. The time limit will be 4 p.m. for a total of 6 hours. Should anyone remain a human, then that person will be the victor. Did everyone bring their prize contribution? Well, for me, bring isn't quite right. But let's leave it at that and keep going.
Okay. Well, that's mildly ominous.
Well. Should more than one person survive, the victors shall split the victors shall split the prizes evenly. Should everyone be captured, the original demon is the victor. I see. In other words, the first demon is like a vampire, who then goes around creating zombies.
At Arkwood's simplification, CL Senpai's face twitched. But yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking. In other words, this game has an infectious demon. Rather than playing tag, we're actually playing vampire, aren't we? Yeah, pretty much.
So CL better not get caught. For a member of the burial agency to play a vampire, well, that's just not right.
Ignoring the byplay, Akiha continued explaining the rules.
Now, this next rule is for those people who have special abilities, including myself. If possible, please refrain from senseless use of your powers as much as possible. At the very least, I would be grateful if you keep them at approximately human level.
Okay, we'll see if they can do that. Hold it, Akiha. What's that supposed to mean?
Basically, Nissan, your eyes of death perception and Nero-san's animals are alright, but my drain abilities and Arkwood-san's mobile phantasm are forbidden.
Now, obviously, he wouldn't use his eyes to, to stop a vampire from getting to him in this, right? But I guess he could collapse like a tree on top of them to slow them down. Assuming it's like Nero or Roashiki or Arkwood, at least. Collapsing a tree on top of Hisui or Kohaku probably wouldn't be good. I kind of understand, but...
Hey, little sister. That seems really vague to me. For example, are we allowed to jump out of the second-story window? Yes. In the end, we have to leave it up to the common sense of the ability holder. Everyone, before you use your abilities, please do not forget that there are normal people participating.
Unwittingly, I looked at... Yeah, Arihiko is probably all like, what the hell going on? I looked at Arihiko. Well, jumping from the second story isn't unthinkable. True. What's that supposed to mean? Exactly what it seems. Yeah, he probably would try it. I understand and shall accept your terms, woman. Of all, Nero was the first to indicate his understanding. I mean, that's not terribly surprising. He is extremely intelligent. Like, he did figure out his whole turning his body into yeah, that's just what you would expect from the professor. With bulging eyes, he seemed to glare at Akiha. But maybe that just possibly had a friendly meaning? Maybe. In my case, I shall be forbidden from the usage of my soil of Genesis. Yeah. Maybe Arihiko hears after the Nanako story, so he's already... Yeah, but you'd still think he'd be freaked out by, like, people casually admitting, like, you know, there's vampires and all this other stuff, right? You'd think. But at the same time, we also know from that story that he's pretty open-minded to just about anything. So, he's just like, okay, let me process for a second. Alright, yeah, whatever. So, let's move on. I merely wish to confirm beforehand, but in the unlikely chance that I become a demon, any contract between my familiars and the human shall be considered a valid tag, correct? Or any contact, I read it as contract, contact.
It shall not. If you were to accept that condition, then I fear this game would be over in an instant.
Yeah. He could just let loose his... Like, does he have an upper limit of how many he can release at one time? Like, okay, or can he release all 666? I assume there's, like, a limit, right? I don't remember if it was ever mentioned or not. Accepted.
Now that the important rules have been explained, it is time for everyone to display their treasure, please. This is, after all, one of the requirements for participation.
Back then, it used to just be my favorite marble or something. Griping, I held out my knife. For me, it's this, the Nanaya blade. However, I'm going to keep hold of it through the game. I'm going to need it, it seems. True.
That's fine. Who's next?
At Akiha's words, Nero took a step forward and opened the breast of his coat. I assume by 666 you mean that as in he's able to release all 666 at once. Or maybe 665. Oh yeah, because they're all one and the same, right? So he's counted as... Oh no, because they make up his body. So if he released all 600, if the human form count, yeah, it's I don't know. Oh wait, Nero, don't flash the people. Opened the breast of his coat. For a moment, a black shadow flew out. Then finally, one black dog stood before us. I shall offer this, my beloved dog, Kolta. I trust this has sufficient value as a treasure.
I guess. Coulter?
Seal Senpai's face jerked. You recognize it, Senpai?
In the 15th century, during the 100 Years' War between the English and the French, Coulter was the legendary Wolf King that led a pack of nearly 300 beasts in the Paris environs.
Okay.
But I'm not sure but I'm not sure you could call it a dog.
If this is unsatisfactory, then shall I also offer Beat or Lobo? I do not mind. Forget Beat. Even I recognize the name Lobo from the title of Seaton's famous animal stories. But this old guy, he really has lived for 1,000 years, hasn't he? It would seem that way.
Just one is fine.
You're accepted. Beat is bet of bet of Gividen, or the Beast of Gividen, or wait, him. Ew, what is the ew? That's creepy looking. Ooh. Ooh. But this old guy, he really has lived. Yeah.
Just one is fine. Although, if you insist, I don't mind.
Again, you're just accepting that? Okay. So
next is me, right? Is my Harada Tomoyo album okay? It may not be much to others, but to me it is. No problem. If it is important to you, then that is what makes it your treasure. Yay! And then I'm safely a part of this little war. Okay.
CL, you can't just offer a curry sandwich.
But my curry sandwich is no good, right?
Senpai muttered next to me, but I decided to be brave and ignore her. CL Senpai watched as Akiha accepted the CD from Yumizuka-san and placed it on the table, then decided and advanced.
Then I shall wager this, the 7th scripture.
With a thump, Senpai placed the huge weapon which she just pulled from nowhere before Akiha.
Is this truly alright? Since my other treasure seems unusable, the others are putting up things of value, so I must as well.
But even ignoring all the vampires, wouldn't giving this thing to a normal person cause a lot of trouble? Yeah, a bit.
Then the people left are... Yeah! I haven't put out anything yet.
So the writer didn't know about SOS. Oh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would make sense. I doubt Type Moon would. Yeah, would share like, hey, so here's some details of KT. But yeah, before it's released, yeah, that would make sense. Arkwid waved her hand wildly in the air.
Yes, Arkwid-san. However, you don't seem to have brought anything.
Laughing, Arkwid looked at me. I had a sudden chill. Is Shiki the treasure? An incredibly nasty chill. I don't know who. I assume this is Shiki talking. Excuse me, I need to use the bathroom. Turning quickly on my heel, I left the living room, but it was too late. Grab. Arkwid caught hold of my collar and thrust me forth in front of Akiha.
This is my treasure. Looking at Nero, it's no problem. My prize is a human, right?
Arkwid. That... I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
What?
CL Senpai and Akiha were the only two that could give voice. The others had their jaws hanging open, unable to hide their surprise. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wholesome. Like, he is my treasure. But, like, at the same time... I don't know, man. That's, That is the principle, princess, said Nero, unaffected, the sole exception. If my chaos is acceptable, then accepting a human prize is also correct. I mean, I guess?
Isn't it just? I really was thinking of using the Millennium Castle, or maybe a ton of gold, but those are so vulgar and boring.
I mean, you don't even stay at the Millennium Castle anymore, do you? So, I mean, you could... I don't know.
And besides, it's without a doubt that right now my most precious thing is Shiki.
Ag! Like hell I'll take that! Don't just treat people like things!
It's alright, Shiki. It doesn't matter if I'm the demon or running away, I'm going to win. Don't worry.
I'm really worried now. Yeah, once she officially has him as a prize, what is she gonna do? Like, that is more concerning.
Stop joking. No one would accept that sort of behavior. That's right. Of all things, to make Tohno-kun your prize, that's...
As expected, the two heads of the opposition flared up at Arquid. Glancing around, I saw Hisui looking troubled. Then I saw Kohaku-san. Why are you looking that happy, Kohaku-san? Yeah, she's crazy. But you know... Interrupting that delicate situation, Arihiko spoke. That self-styled friend of mine knows no fear, does he?
What is it, Senpai? We're busy here.
Hair shining pure red and on the brink of exploding, Akiha asked Arihiko. It doesn't matter to me, but I just want to make sure, you know? If Tohno's a prize, then whoever wins owns him, right? Arihiko, why would you say that? Nah, I don't really want to have something like that. Rude. Yeah, they're all gonna be on board now, aren't they? They're gonna be trying their asses off. The other two seemed struck by Arihiko's unexpected words. Akiha, red-faced, gave a small cough before speaking.
Well, we've already accepted one living thing as a prize.
Uh-huh.
To bring my personal feelings into this now would be childish, I see.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure it would. Hey, Akiha.
If that's true, that may have been a problem. Fine. I too shall accept what Arquid says here, and I think Tohno-kun should be made a prize.
Hey, CL Senpai. Do I get a say?
No. Democracy, the family head's command, and the game chairman's directive. Which of these authorities are you objecting to, Nissan?
all of them. Desperate, I looked to the heavens. There's no god to save you, Shiki.
Well then, Arquid's treasure is Nissan. Ahem. We can't leave him on the table, so delivery will have to be after the game.
Yeah, isn't this great, my friend? You fit all around. That's right, Arihiko. Not only am I now a prize, you're also treating me like one. Don't worry, Tohno. When I win, I'll let you go free after after a week or so. What do you okay. I don't sure. Surprisingly, Arihiko seems to be confident of winning. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to bet one of the regular humans is gonna win. Arihiko, Hisui. Well, I mean, Hisui and Kohaku aren't really normal humans because they're the synchronizers. But for the most part, for all intents and purposes, they're normal. So I'm gonna say one of them three is gonna win. Even facing people like this. Why does this guy have such spirit? As ever, you just can't tell when he's an incredible guy or just a straight-out idiot. Hey, Akiha. Oh, wait, that was that Shiki. Hey, Akiha.
Oh, yes, you hadn't gone yet either. What's your prize?
I should have seen that coming, to be honest. You. Shiki pointed at Akiha. Okay, so both the siblings are prizes now.
Huh?
I said you, Akiha. No matter what anyone says, you're the most important thing to me. Am I the only one that thinks this is quickly turning into a slave market? No, not the only one.
But, Nissan, say something.
Excuse you? You just basically were like, you know what? It's fine if you're a prize. But now when it's you, it's an issue. Okay, sure. Well, I'd certainly like to say something, but I'm a prize too. I'd never say it out loud, but this time only, I'm on Shiki's side. You know what? Fair enough.
I guess I can't object. If Nissan has accepted being a prize, then it would be unfair not to accept it myself.
Yeah. I didn't accept it. You just decided it.
Even so. Well, is there anyone else who wasn't shown a prize yet?
Arihiko. Akiha, what about you?
I'm offering to let the winner be master of the Tohno family for a day.
That's not really
It's not a physical object, but no one minds, right?
Casually, Akiha tossed off that dreadful remark. But even so, why does her offering sound so much better than other people's treasures? Probably because it's not, human trafficking. Probably that.
For me, this ribbon.
Oh, right, yeah, right. Kohaku and Hisui hadn't gone yet. Kohaku smiled and placed a white ribbon on the table. you, Hisui?
Unfortunately, I shall not be participating this time. Akiha-sama has given me the task of using the radio system to announce who is captured and where it occurred.
Ah, I see. That's too bad. I was hoping I'd be able to run around with you again after so long.
Oh, I am very sorry. Next time you'll play too, Hisui-chan. Yes, Ne-san. Shiki-sama, Ne-san, here.
I took a radio transceiver from Hisui.
Because this estate is so large, there's no telling when and where someone may be caught. One idea would be for someone who has become a demon to conceal this fact and approach an uncaught individual. However, this would not be fair. Therefore, this time we have a rule to report whenever the demon catches someone.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Hisui continued, then bowed to the group.
I shall be present here in the living room. Should you have any problems or requests, feel free to ask me.
I got it. So then, since everyone's presented their treasure, Arihiko! Hold it, Tohno. Aren't you forgetting someone? Why don't you just skip the drama and show us Arihiko? What's your treasure? If you say it's your favorite set of porn books, I'm going to hit you. Ha! Do you really think my treasure would be such a common item? My thing is this. With a loud bam, Arihiko dropped a massive photo album onto the table. What? Well, strictly speaking, it's not my treasure, but I thought this would be a lot more exciting. I really had to work to fish this out from the back of my bookshelves, you know. Okay, what's in the album? You know, Arihiko, you may think your memories of your past may be precious to you, but who do you think is going to be happy winning a collection of pictures of you? Or I flipped it's gonna be pictures of us, right? Or sorry, Shiki. I flipped open the album. Inside were plenty of pictures of elementary school through middle school, showing Arihiko at school and at home. Since we did so many things together, I was also into pictures sometimes. But this wasn't sometimes. Hey, Arihiko. This can't possibly be. Oh, it be. I pointed at the album, and Arihiko smirked. Right, just as you think. This is Inui Arihiko's specially edited Tohno Shiki's boyhood photo collection. I feel like there's some laws around this, but I'm not sure. So, Akiya-chan, this is my treasure. You'll accept it, of course. Crap. In that case, I shouldn't have bet my knife, but gone and brought my photo album from the Arima household. Yeah, that probably would have been better, but it's too late now. I've already thrown in my chips.
Shiki's childhood, huh?
Yep.
Let's see. Arquid, you can't. That's a prize for the winner. There's no point if you start looking at it before the game even begins. Still saying things like that. You know you want to look, CL. This and that are different matters.
I don't know why I've gone British for CL, but whatever.
I intend to fight fair and square and win it for myself.
Really, I should use a French accent for CL, but that just sounds annoying.
Fair and square? What about it? Oh, it's nothing. Just that to hear the words fair and square coming from someone who always attacks from the shadows in the night or from ambush, well, I was a little surprised.
Oof. I mean, not wrong.
Are you trying to pick a fight?
Maybe. Perhaps. The air between the two started to warp with their anger. I hurriedly slid between them. Ahem. Since no one else looked about to stop them, I had to. Hey you guys, no going into combat mode. There's gotta be no killing each other today. Man, it's fair enough. After I spoke, Arquid and CL-senpai relaxed disappointingly fast. Why? Okay.
Oh, I know. This is just one of our little courtesies. That's right, Tohno-kun. We all know that today's a day to set aside formality and relax. Right, Arquid? Yeah. Well, no mercy during the game, though. That goes for me, too.
So again, the air between them grew tense. It's like a Cold War. I sighed. I'd really like it if you stopped this sort of life-shortening courtesy, though. Yeah, it's a bit stressful. The end result of the rock, paper, scissors was that Kohaku was the demon. Okay, so she'll probably be able to catch maybe Shiki. But unless everyone else is like, oh no, she'll get Arihiko too, because Arihiko doesn't know the layout of like the grounds as well as she does, obviously. So she'll probably get Shiki and Arihiko. How she'll get anyone else unless they just like take a nap and she gets them while they're sleeping, you know, we'll see. Kohaku was the demon. Bad luck, Kohaku-san.
Not at all. All I need to do is make everyone else a demon, right? Then this is easier than running around.
What? What do you mean?
Kohaku, once you've closed your eyes and counted to 100, you may move.
I don't like how she put that.
I understand. Well, I'll start counting now.
Kohaku-san said and then closed her eyes. Again, I really don't like how she said that, but time for me to get moving too.
Be careful as you go, everyone. I shall pray for your good fortunes.
Yeah, work hard as the announcer too, Hisui.
1, 2...
I could hear Kohaku-san's voice from behind me as I left the living room. Some crazy stuff's gonna go down, isn't it? Well, walking through the hall, I started to think. In a normal game like this, the way to certain victory is to find a spot where you can watch the demon without being seen yourself. In the best case, a position where, if you should be seen, you have enough distance to flee. But this time, that won't work. That's because this game's rules have the number of demons continually increasing, so there will be more observational targets than one person can manage. But before any of that, I turned around. Arrgh! Why are you all following me?
But it'll be fun with you. And on top of that, at the right time, we can split up and confuse the demon. Leaving aside Arquid's first sentence, I am in agreement with what she says.
Right. But then there's no point to playing at all. If even one person of this group gets tagged, then in an instant, everyone else would be caught. And what about you two? Shiki and Akiha? Who cares? You're just going the same direction I thought to go. Besides, even way back when, didn't we always have the same destination, Shiki? Now that you mention it, we did, didn't we? What about you, Akiha?
It's a bit troublesome. When I saw Nissan's back, I just wanted to follow. Is this what they call childhood imprinting?
Sure. Well, it's true that you always did tag along behind me, Akiha, but you know, it's less imprinting than it is Pavlovian conditioning. Yeah. Yumizuka-san?
I just felt it would be a little lonely being by myself. Is this okay?
It's not okay. Just as I told Arkwit and Senpai earlier, if we're all together, then it wouldn't be much of a game. Hey, at least Nero is off by himself, right? Anyway, for the moment, everyone needs to scatter. I'm just asking, but why did you come along? Oh, no, Nero, he is here. A real battle is one thing, but this sort of competition I am unfamiliar with. I had intended to observe an inquiry into the actions of those familiar with this game, but I understand. To put it briefly, I shall just act as I normally do. But less lethally, right? Right? Please do so. Okay, everyone split up. I clapped my hands and everyone began to leave.
See you later, Shiki. Tohno-kun, be careful.
Oh, we'll try. I know this estate from end to end. You'll see, Shiki. I'll be the last one standing.
Nissan, for the moment I'm going to return to my room to think. If I need to, I can always flee through my window after all.
Yeah, you do that.
If I'm at a pinch, come save me, Tohno-kun.
Fare thee well, human. Next time we meet, we may be enemies.
Yeah, bye.
Flying outdoors, rushing up the stairs, or heading down the hallways. Everyone left in their intended direction. And we're left standing here, and Kohaku's gonna come up behind us and tap us on the shoulder and say, hey, you're a demon. Planning for myself, I began to think. It's about time for Kohaku-san to start chasing, so I'd better get moving too. Then, as I headed outside, I realized something and stopped. Just a minute ago, did I miss someone? Arihiko? Leaving the courtyard, I arrived in front of the old detached building. I looked behind me, but there was no one there. It seems like no one's been caught yet, so I felt a little relieved. Yeah, because out of everyone, Kohaku... Wait, what? And right then... A quiet noise erupted from the earphone I was wearing.
The second demon has been created.
Hisui's voice. Wait, did Arihiko let himself get caught? If a second demon's been created, then that means Kohaku-san has successfully caught someone. But whom? Bah. Oh, you know what? Actually, that makes sense. He said he'll act as he normally does. He hunts. Like, why would he be running away? So this actually makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Currently the demons are my sister Kohaku and Nero-sama.
When I read that, like Nero-sama, I think of Nero-sama, the AI VTuber. It's not that, you'll see. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about her chances. Nero! For a moment, I doubted my ears. I assume it has to do with what, like, how Kohaku said, I just have to make everyone demons, right? Like, the way she said that was kind of like... Huh? That's crazy! That's someone that should never have been caught by Kohaku-san.
That is the report at this time. 99, 100. Nason, good luck. Be careful. Ah, Hisui-chan. The prizes are all by the table, right?
Yes? Oh, Nero left the dog here, didn't he? But wait, if he can't use his familiars to tag people, then her tagging the familiar shouldn't count either, right?
Yes, that's right. But Nason, what are you looking for under there? A little something. Ah, there it is.
I feel like that's kind of cheating the system. Because if Nero's not allowed to use them to tag, why is she allowed to tag it?
Hey, Hisui-chan. Is this little one calm? Earlier, I fed him ham from the kitchen, so I think it's alright. Why do you ask? I just want to touch him. He's quite happy if you pat his back.
Kohaku smiled widely.
Oh! There, boy. Well then. Nason, what was that? I tagged Nero-san. With that, he's now a demon. Hisui-chan, would you please call Nero-san on the radio?
Again, I feel like that's cheating! Okay. What do you mean by this girl?
Nero-san, you're Chaos, correct?
Correct. I am the chaos that contains 666 beasts. That is my chaos. What about it?
So, Coulter-kun here is also Chaos, right? In other words, it is you as well, Nero-san.
However, I see one large gap in your interpretation. Take a portion of your arm and throw it away. If that portion is then touched, would it not fail to count as a tag under these rules?
However, pieces of arms don't move. Of course, neither do pieces of legs or fingers either. For example, if you were cleaved in two, Nero-san, would you not become a demon should either half be tagged? In other words, since Coulter-kun is you, shouldn't this tag be valid?
I feel like she's abusing a loophole that shouldn't be able to be abused.
As a theorem, it would be Nero equals Chaos equals Coulter-kun.
I see. To give a syllogism to win, you are required to tag the chaos that is me. But again, Aki has said, you're not allowed, if you were to be the demon, you're not allowed to use them to tag people, so why is she allowed to tag it? Again, it doesn't... I feel like that's unfair. And my familiar Coulter is that same chaos. Thus, if you tag chaos, then I should become a demon.
That's right. Too bad.
Tag with a human arm, I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit of a cheap loophole, but whatever. I cocked my head at that point. He'd accept that? I really can't understand how these scientists think. But just forget about that for the moment. As proof that Nero was now a demon, one of Nero's familiar deer appeared in front of me. Okay, well, he can't use them to tag, but he can use them to figure out where people are, so... Nero's super... That's true, yeah. He's prideful. It didn't seem like it was going to attack me. Yeah, no, I assume that he's using it for scouting. The notorious leader of the wolf pack that terrorized Paris and perished in an epic battle between Parisians and the wolf pack in front of Notre Dame de Paris, calmly eating ham and accepting pets. That's the image. Yeah, you know, that sounds... I mean, even wolves can be tamed and enjoy pets, so, I mean, why would a legendary wolf pack leader not, I guess, right? Probably it's there to observe. Its eyes never left me. Well, it seems like hiding in the detached building is out now. Yeah. There's no idiot in the world stupid enough to hide in front of the eyes of his hunter. Ah, well. Since Kohaku-san and Nero are still inside the mansion, then right now the only place left to hide is in the forest. Spitting on a heel, I started walking. The problem is, how am I going to get rid of that familiar? Well, I mean, Akiha did say your eyes of death perception were allowed, so I don't know, you do with that what you will. Or so I thought, and turned back to face the detached building again. The deer hadn't moved from in front of the building. What, not going to follow? I guess not. And while I was asking myself that, a black leopard appeared. That's right. Nero has 666 familiars in total. So even if he doesn't have one familiar following each person around, he can still keep an eye on all likely places. It certainly is just like Aki has said. If it weren't for the rule requiring every tag to be with the hand, then this game would be over in an instant. Okay. What a pain. The most annoying guy got tagged right away. I kept running. You're not gonna outpace a leopard, though. Assuming it follows, I don't know. 30 minutes later. Hiding from the eyes of the familiars, I sunk into the shadow of a tree. Of the Erd tree? No. Accidentally, my stomach rumbled. Glancing at my watch told me it was about 11:30. Yeah, it's about lunchtime, isn't it? Well, yeah, but it's not a good idea to move right now. In an attempt to conserve some energy, I leaned back against the trunk of the tree and relaxed. You should probably stay alert. Right then. Shh. At that sound, I jumped up dangerously fast. The third person?
The third demon has been created.
Just like before, Hisui's voice. Who was it this time?
It's almost lunchtime, isn't it, Hisui-chan? But today, neither Akiya-sama nor Shiki-sama are present. Nason, what will you do? Everyone gets hungry after exercising. I thought I'd make something simple. After all, we've got a lot of guests today. Soup? How disappointing, Hisui-chan. Today's lunch will be curry.
I see. CL! CL, ain't no way you fell for the curry trap. That's just... shaking my head.
By the way, where's Nero-san gone? Nero-san found someone hiding, so he headed outside.
Oh, wait. Oh, had those backwards.
Let's finish the curry before he comes back, Hisui-chan.
I pulled the transceiver from my ear. No need to listen to know who was caught. Yeah. More importantly, I was getting concerned because I could feel something watching me from up in the trees. The someone hiding Kohaku-san had mentioned. No proof, just intuition. But as soon as I realized that was me, I started moving. As I ran, weaving through the trees, I couldn't get away from the gazes overhead at all. I don't know how many, but it seems like there are a lot of Nero's familiars up there. Yeah, he probably has like 4 different types of monkey. Probably like a... like an orangutan, was it a bonobo? I can't think of any others. Oh, he has a gorilla. I remember he has a gorilla. And probably a couple others. Maybe a lemur. Yeah. Point is, he has plenty of forest creatures that could be in the trees. Wait. No, he has a couple dogs, doesn't he? Before me, a black dog blocked my path. Move it! A single blade stroke killed both front legs. That's fucked up. Even if it's just chaos, killing during a game seems a little awkward. I just assumed Nero was playing to reenact Hitchcock's The Birds. I'm uncultured, so I'm not familiar with that. I've heard of Hitchcock, but I've never heard of The Birds. The Birds. Hitch. 1963. Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Killing during a game seems a little awkward. If it's only the legs, so it can't move, then when it goes back inside Nero, there shouldn't be any problems. I guess. I think. A bit hypocritical, huh? Yeah. That was just a second's consideration. I leapt over the dog's head and, without pausing, slipped quickly into the mansion. So that I wouldn't encounter anyone, I rushed quickly up the stairs. The way too familiar noise of a new demon. Who's it this time?
The 4th demon has been created.
Man, last time was CL-senpai. Who is it this time? I closed the door to my room and leaned against it. I checked the time. Currently 12:30.
Phew. I have finally cornered you, Shiki-san.
What?
First, we'll catch you with this rope. Then, with Nero-san's
Chaos binding your legs, I can take my time tagging you. Hold it? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Shiki-san could always kill the floor and escape downwards. And since you're in good shape, you might also attempt to jump out the window. So the first thing to do would be to stop you from moving.
Well, jumping from the second story isn't unthinkable.
See? So please just quietly let us capture you. Nero-san,
Shiki-san's agreed to your use of chaos. No. Dag! Like hell, I'll take that.
Is that so? Then with hesitation I shall...
whoops. Then, with hesitation I shall summon forth all my beasts that are not patrolling outdoors. Boy, I may be forbidden the soil of Genesis, but it will be fine to drag you into the heart of a screaming hell of 300 beasts. No, I wouldn't. It will not be fine. Given the chance, how about becoming a part of my chaos? Actually, that makes me wonder. If Nero did assimilate Shiki into himself, would the familiar of Shiki be able to still use the Eyes of Death Perception? No. Having a familiar... Oh, okay. Having a familiar with your mystic eyes would not be bad at all. Don't just treat people like things.
So you see, Shiki-san, just stay right there. Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit.
I don't believe you. Do I get a say?
Just throw that sort of thing into the garbage. Well, Nero-san, take him.
Humph. Oh my god. This is one of those confusing instances about the Shiki thing. Right, this is... I was talking like a normal Shiki, but this is Roa Shiki. Or vampiric, inversion impulse Shiki, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, so I was so confused, like he went from like to yeah, it's okay.
Just what do you think you're doing in front of my room?
I did not think she would actually come out, girl. I guess this is a case of acting just as expected.
Too bad. Hirakiya-sama, you're tagged. And now you're a demon too. But, Nissan.
Oh, okay, so... What? Okay, well, I don't know. Were they just using a... I don't know.
But, Nissan, why did I hear his voice?
The root of that magic is this. I have lived a long time, but a girl this tricky is rare. I am quite odd.
A tape recorder.
Oh, so it was... Oh, I see. So it was just... Yeah, because he never said Shira or Nero's name himself, right? It was just all based... Hang on, let me go back. Hang on. Text history. Yeah, don't just treat people like things. Like hello... Yeah. And this is what he said. Yeah, this is what he said to Arihiko. Well, jumping from the... Yeah, he said that to Arihiko. Yeah. Okay. I see.
Kohaku, when did you ever? Before everyone gathered in the living room, I started the tape recording from behind the table.
Did Kohaku somehow rig the drawing of the straw or the lot drawing so she would become the original demon? Like, did she rig it? Oh wait, it was right. Why did I think it was drawing lots? Where's my bro? Yeah, you're right. It was rock paper scissors. I don't know why I thought it was lot drawing. I guess I think I thought that because you know, I don't know. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I think it was because in my brain I was like, okay, she had to have rigged it somehow, and such. My brain was like, oh, she could have like held on to like the, yeah, I don't know.
I started the tape recording from behind the table. Shiki-san's lines seem so easy to use, so I just edited them a little. Edited them a little. It may be a cliched trick, but it's cliched because it's effective, right?
You really did it this time, Kohaku.
I'm sorry.
By the way, you two.
Yes?
Oh wait, that was Akiha.
As far as I can tell from Hisui's broadcasts, aren't you two surprisingly well matched? Yeah, kinda.
What a waste. Of all things, now Akiha's a demon too. Oh right, yeah, no, this was his room, wasn't it? I forgot about that. Shiki stood before my eyes and spoke to the ceiling. Now I've got to make absolutely certain not to get caught. I can't let Akiha go to anyone else.
Can I ask you something?
What is it, Shiki? You hungry? I'm starved. Shiki gave a meaningless little laugh. Ah, well, that doesn't matter. There is one thing I absolutely need to ask this guy, though. Why are you in my room? Technically, it's his room. Huh? What are you saying? This was originally my room. You only started living here recently. Damn, don't you remember living in the detached building? Oh, is that right? Not, is that right? But that is right. Anyways, they say you can't fight on an empty stomach. So shall we eat? If you're gonna, you know, recommend that you eat me, I'd prefer not. You not do that. How about that? Shiki pulled a bag packed with sausages out of his sleeve. That seems kinda weird. When did you pick that up? Right before Akiha started explaining the rules. Okay, as long as you didn't bring it in with you from, like, wherever the hell you came from. That's fine. I knew I wouldn't have time for a leisurely lunch after all, and if I wanted something I could simply carry around with me, well, there wasn't anything but these. Well, you feel free to treat this like your own house. Well, again, technically. Although I was really hoping for a nice blood pack to drink. Somehow it seems like there's an implicit truce in effect right now. Yeah. So I took the opportunity to question Shiki. I don't need any of that. By the way, Shiki, did you realize it?
Realize what?
Shiki shoved a red sausage into his mouth. This game isn't just about athletics or strength.
Yeah. Because that schemer Kohaku is involved, wouldn't it obviously be a battle of wits? If the original demon had been myself or Akiha, then it would have been brute force though. Then on top of it, the second demon was pretty bad. Why did it have to be Professor Nero? Here.
Thanks. Shiki held out the bag, and I pulled out a few sausages and tossed them in my mouth. I thought you said you didn't need any. Okay. Glancing at the clock, it was already past 2 o'clock. Alright, so just under 2 hours? No wonder I'm hungry. In other words, this game is less a game of tag and more a sort of con game, a battle of treachery and deception. This demon has been setting traps and tricking people for a long time. Yeah, just a couple bros hanging out, eating each other's sausages. Never mind. I wonder what her next move will be. Oh wait, that first, I had them backwards.
Who knows? It's certain to be quite.
Shiki's gaze was pointed in an odd direction. Is Ciel outside the window? Towards the floor and off to the right. Or not? What is it?
It seems the others have been searching the rooms one by one. This is bad. Fairly soon they'll get here.
You've got X-ray vision?
Nah, I can just feel their presence. That's all. Just nah. By the footsteps and voices I can tell.
We stood. The corridor needs to be avoided at all costs. Which means...
I never thought I'd have to imitate...
Oh, I think this is us, Shiki. I never thought I'd have to imitate Arkwid. Just as I placed one foot on the windowsill, a high scream echoed through the mansion. Kya! Yumizuka, I assume? A cockroach! Oh. Never mind. What an incredibly fake monotone scream, Akiha. No, Shiki, no!
What? Akiha, wait for me. I'm coming to kill it right now.
Bro can't be serious. I tripped and fell on my face. Hurriedly, I got up to stop him. Idiot! Shiki, don't go!
Who's the idiot? Are you going to just ignore Akiha when she's in danger? You cold-hearted bastard.
If you really think Akiha can't deal with a cockroach, then you have little faith in her. Cold-hearted or not isn't the issue. Akiha's a demon right now, you know?
So what? I'm going to go save Akiha. No matter what, I will always protect my Akiha.
In certain situations, those may be very moving lines. If your victim is obviously setting a trap and your opponent is also a cockroach, a plainly imaginary one, is moving that is. Yeah. I placed my hands on Shiki's shoulders. I understand. I won't say anything else. In my place, do a splendid job of protecting Akiha, Shiki.
Yeah. See you later, Shiki. Our earlier conversation. I enjoyed it.
Me too. Smiling at him, I jumped out the window to the tree. RIP. Rip our boy. By the time I was reaching out for the third tree, Hisui's familiar report sounded in my ears, and I sighed. Just as you'd expect from real siblings. They both got caught by the same trap. Yeah. Nero's familiar was gone from in front of the detached building. Why he'd move it, I don't know. That seems silly. Probably as the number of demons increased, he'd pulled them back to make himself stronger. But okay, whatever. Or maybe keeping it here was just a pain. No. I flew inside the building and flopped down on the floor. The clock was pointing to 3 o'clock. 1 more hour. Only an hour left. I never wondered why I was getting so serious over something like this. It's like that. It's just like people watching a pillow fight can stay calm, but the ones involved get really hyped. Or something. Yeah. Man, now I'm tired enough that I've started on meaningless self-analysis. I don't think the demon folks are going to stay searching the mansion forever. With only an hour left, even this detached building isn't a safe place anymore. How many people are still alive anyway? Quite a bit. Actually, no, it's only the, well, Yumizuka. I was about to say normal humans, but Yumizuka is, I guess, supposedly a vampire during this, even though it doesn't show her red eyes, but whatever. Oh, and Arkwood. I hadn't heard anything about Arkwood getting caught. Otherwise, there's Yumizuka-san. At that familiar noise, I twitched. The 6th demon has been created. Who? I assume Yumizuka or Arihiko. Okay, Yumizuka, I guess. Even in okay, so it's finally showing her red eyes. Okay, well, whatever. Even in the daytime, this is a great vampire body. Even the basic physical strength is different from a living human. If I can just stay free for 1 more hour, then I'll split the prizes with Tohno-kun. Yep, that's fine. I'll sure show them how I can get away. I mean, I even got away from that senpai after all. I suppose you're thinking you can jump out that window. Who's there? That's worthless. Your charming gaze will never work on me. After all. Oh, okay. I guessed wrong. Oh, wait, it's going in order. Kohaku got Nero. Nero sort of got Akiha. Akiha got Shiki. And then, okay. You. That's right. I'm the very one that drank your blood. The one you could call your parent, Tohno Shiki-sama. Goodness, you started to grow into quite the vampire, huh? You can't run away. Don't move. I can't move. Why not? Didn't I just say it? I'm basically your parent. My commands must be absolutely obeyed. You can't escape my rule. Now, it would be quite troublesome for you to survive this game. Unfortunately, I can't let you take the position as head of the Tohno family. With myself and Akiha out, that means there's only one thing left for me to do. I'm going to make everyone a demon. Completely losing doesn't suit me. With that, Yumizuka-san's out. It's gonna be Arihiko, isn't it? Somehow, some way, Arkwid's not gonna win, and it's gonna be Arihiko at the end. Which means that the people left are me and Arkwid. Hello? Wait a second! Aren't I forgetting someone? Suddenly, the vision of a certain guy floated up in my mind, and I raised my head. Arihiko. That's right. I hadn't heard him get called out yet. Which means... when did he disappear anyway? He was definitely in the living room. But after that... I clapped my hands and everyone began to leave. Okay. This is... okay, flashback. Yeah. We already seen this. I just want to see what happened to Arihiko. Yeah, come save you, yada. Fare thee well, human. Yeah. Now in the direction, planning for myself, I began to think. It's about time for Kohaku-san to start chasing, so I'd better get moving too. Then as I headed outside... Yeah, realized stopped just a minute ago, didn't I miss? Yeah. Oh, that doesn't even show us where he went, just... Okay. By then, Arihiko had already disappeared. But in that case, exactly where is he? Have I just not seen him? Or considering who this is he lurking somewhere? I don't know. Right then, I sensed someone outside. Oh god, who is it? And at once I jumped through the shoji door and ran in the opposite direction. Peace! I ran through the trees. You're so slow, Shiki. No matter how much you try, you are, after all, just a human, you know. Shiki, I don't suppose you feel like letting me go. I have no reason to let you get away. It's not like we're trying to kill each other today, so if you go quietly, it'll soon... Thump. What? Thump? Did he run into a tree? Still smiling, Shiki slowly toppled. Hi, Akiha. From behind him, Akiha appeared, smiling at me. Uh-huh.
That was close, Nissan.
Akiha. Why?
Once I became a demon, I had to...
Oh, because she doesn't want to be, owned by anyone other than Shiki. I get you, okay. That's a bit, reasonable, I guess, but alright.
I had to make sure that you remain alive, Nissan. For you, I can feel relieved letting you take over as the head of the Tohno family. And then, I'm a prize too.
What's this? Dense bastard. What's wrong, Akiha? Your face is turning red?
Sheesh, you don't have to understand. Anyway, I'm your ally, so hurry up and run away. Soon other pursuers will be here.
Got it. Thank you, Akiha.
It was my pleasure.
Is this really a fair game? I began to wonder, but if I really think about it, when playing tag against vampires, the humans need to be able to get away with almost anything. Yeah, I mean, it's like you teaming up with Arkwid to take down Roa and Nero. You know, it's same thing. You know, you teamed up with a vampire to beat other vampires. It's simple math, really. So I told myself and cleared my doubts. As I resumed running, the transceiver crackled in my ear. Well, it looks like we finished searching the inside of the mansion. Then all that remains is the outdoors and the detached buildings. Let us split up and search. I shall look for the princess. Okay, if it's the princess, so that's probably Nero talking here. What about the rest of you?
I'm going to look for Tohno-kun. Akiya-sama and Shiki-sama have already headed outside, so let's follow them. Okay, everyone, do your best to find Arkwit-san and Shiki-san.
Everyone's forgetting about Arihiko. Looks like they're gone. That was painful. I'm glad no one found me, but it's a little hard to understand why not.
With everything that's happened, you've been hiding behind the sofa from...
He's just been behind the sofa? I mean, the most obvious place is not obvious to the supernatural, I guess. I mean, that's just impressive, really.
You've been hiding behind the sofa for more than 5 hours. Are you alright?
Man. Yes, Hisui had to have known he was there the whole time, right? Because obviously Kohaku had to cover her eyes. But Hisui probably just saw him duck behind them. The fact that Hisui somehow didn't give it away by glancing at the sofa or anything for 5 hours is pretty impressive on her part. Like, that's some next level, like wingman in here. Leave it to me. I, Inui Arihiko, would be perfectly fine even if I had to be a human chair for an entire week. Okay.
I believe you would die if you did so, though. By the way, why were you hiding in such a place?
Oh, that. Well, this is less a game of tag and more a game of hide and seek. So I use those techniques to win. To put it shortly, hiding in plain sight. No one would ever think that someone would hide in the very place that the demon was counting, and so they blind themselves.
I did not know that.
The real problems with this trick are that you can't use it twice, and if you're noticed, you'll be caught right away. But somehow it looks like it went well this time. Everyone's desperately searching outside.
Ha.
Ah, well. Anyways, since everyone went outside, I can finally get to stretch a bit. Ugh. What is it, Hisui-chan?
Not everyone.
Ah, that's right. Hisui-chan's here after all. No, Ciel didn't. There was no Ciel line during all that. Sorry, that was rude.
No, not that. In the kitchen. Ah, that was good. It's been a long time since I got to eat that much curry. Ah, I see Inui-kun. Okay, tag.
Arihiko, you dumbass! All that! They were building it up! Just for him... That's not my goat. You failed me, Arihiko. You failed me.
Now, Inui-kun, you're a demon too. Hisui-san, would you please report Inui-kun's capture? Yes. I shall now begin the transmission.
which means that currently remaining are Arkwid-san and Shiki-sama.
Do your best for the remaining 10 minutes.
This time, it seems like it really is just Arkwid and me. Then, from the direction of the courtyard, I spotted Arkwid. Hey, why are you so blatantly walking around? Arkwid!
Yaho, Shiki! You're doing fine, it seems.
Where have you been hiding?
Eh? I've just been taking a nap on the roof of the mansion.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, who? You think Nero would have had like one of his birds in the air scouting around and would have spotted you? But I guess, I guess not. Oh, okay, no, they did.
They only wants to see me there with Nero's familiars.
Why? Is it just me that feels like an idiot for all that panic running around? Wait, but is this supposed to be? Is it or is? Okay, I don't know. So with only 10 minutes left, what are you doing here? Wouldn't it have been better to just quietly sit there, spacing out on the roof?
But then it would have been almost as if I didn't participate at all. I want to run around and be chased too.
I see. I've done more than enough of that. Enough that I'd rather trade with you.
Yep. I've been watching you from up there the entire time. It's been pretty amusing.
Right now, that part of myself that, without any connection to my Nanaya blood, wanted to kill Arkwid so badly was precious to me. Then shall I give you the pleasure of being chased, Arkwid? Between Arkwid and me, a sudden gust of wind blew. No. Oh, that was Ciel. Okay. No, not wind. A giant knife. A black key. The blade was half buried in the wall of the estate, still quivering with the force of the throw. And among all the people I know, only one uses these. Ciel-senpai.
Hello, Tohno-kun. It's tax collection time.
What do you mean, tax collection? Senpai, that line doesn't really match your executioner's clothing. For that matter, when did you change?
Don't worry about the little details. Well then, with this we'll have caught everyone. Inui-kun, take care of Tohno-kun, please.
Aye, aye, sir. Tohno, just give up. I'll pass. I easily dodged the charging Arihiko. Arkwid!
It looks like this one doesn't intend to let me leave either. Shiki, go on ahead.
But what about...
Ciel is no worry. As long as I keep her in check, she can't do anything to you.
Got it. But no killing, remember?
I know that. This is a game after all. But you know...
Yeah? Arkwid's eyes started to shine.
Aren't the black keys forbidden, Ciel? If you're going to act like that, then I too shall become just a little serious.
Fair is fair. No, you go. That's a little too far. Okay, well. I returned to the mansion living room. The clock pointed to 3:59 p.m. No matter who returns, I can at least buy that much time before getting tagged.
Welcome back, Shiki-sama.
I'm back, Hisui. It sounds almost like the usual conversation we have when I get back from school.
It does, doesn't it? Since you have returned just in time, I shall make my report in person. Arquid-sama has become a demon.
Seems like even Arquid couldn't keep Senpai from tagging her.
I'm sorry, but that's incorrect. Well, Ciel-sama pulled all of Arquid-sama's attention to herself. Akiha-sama tagged her from behind.
I see. So I'm the only one left in the end, huh?
No. In the end, no one remains.
Eh? Even before I could ask, Hisui's hand touched my shoulder. Excuse you? No! This is Kohaku, isn't it? They pulled the bamboozle! Even before I could ask, Hisui's hand touched my shoulder.
Now it's all over.
As she said that, Hisui smiled. Her meaning slowly drifted into my brain. It was unlikely that Hisui would ever choose to touch me. On top of that, she has no reason to touch me. So that means the person in front of me isn't Hisui, but using Hisui's clothes. Kohaku?
Yes, it was very close, but I made it just in time. 5 seconds remained.
Just as Hisui, Kohaku nodded her head, the bell rang to announce the end of the game. You know, I should have seen that coming, to be honest. Like, as soon as... wait, where did actual Hisui go, though? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. These are the field day pictures of the Arima family. This one is when, after the foot race, Tohno had collapsed.
So Shiki was a child, huh? Arquid, what obvious stuff are you babbling? Any human was a child at one time. I wasn't. Oh, I want this picture of Shiki. You aren't human.
Wait, so... was she spawned looking like this then? I assumed that even true ancestors had like child forms at one point. But was she just like spawned as... She lies? Okay.
And this prize album belongs to Kohaku-san, so don't just go taking pictures out of it.
No, because you said to watch it after, or before I played her in Act Cadenza. So I was waiting, I was actually gonna watch it tomorrow. Before playing her during Act Cadenza.
So don't you go taking pictures out of it.
I want to do it on stream, but if it's like a copyrighted content type deal, I might not be able to. Have you guys seen anyone else like watch it on stream or in video before? Because if so, then I should be okay. But if not, then I might not be able to. I want to though, Because if it's like a copyrighted like content type of deal, it might. Because YouTube does do like live copyright claims, which would just completely shut my stream down if that happened. So I don't know. I'll try to watch it on stream, but if my stream randomly goes down, it's probably I assume it should be fine. It's not like it's like a music track or like a. It should be fine. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Then those 5 pictures you snuck into your pocket will be returned, right? Geesh, you lecture people when you're acting like that yourself. I just can't let you out of my sight.
Izuga, stop looking so greedy. You've got your own pictures from middle school, right?
But I don't have many pictures of Tohno-kun. And then the little sister is over there staring so seriously at the album. Hey, little sister. Come back to Earth. Yes? What is it, Darkwood-san? She's back. You spent so long staring fascinatedly at Shiki's pictures, even though you see him every day. This and that are entirely different issues. Nissan and I were apart for 80 years, so of course the records of his precious growing up would be interesting. But isn't it nice for you? Since Kohaku won, you can see them anytime. But I would have to ask Kohaku every time I did, which is just a little bit annoying. Well, I suppose I can settle for that as a compromise. I am one of the losers after all.
Akiya, stop looking just at Shiki's pictures. Look at mine too. The ones of you locked up in the basement? The precious pictures of your real brother growing up.
But they're all pictures of your prison cell. Wow, this is rather scary. The background doesn't change at all. Only the pictured person is growing.
That makes me wonder if in canon, if they actually kept pictures of him. There's no way they did, right? There's no way. As in pictures of what they're describing here.
And then they're all the same peace sign pose, making it look like some sort of ghost photo. Did you take these, Kohaku-san?
I too am the. I don't want to know what's in your album, Nero. I'm good. Thank you, though. The pictures of all the familiars I've absorbed in the past. Look as much as you please. Those captured inside are all unusual creatures and rare beasts, making this a valuable book. Why does it look like Nero could be like Arihiko's like great-great-grandfather? Ugh, that guy's album has a handle on the front. Although if you hadn't explained, it would just look like a book of animal pictures. It's also the curvature of their jaw too. Both their jaws are like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just unusual.
Twitching Animal Land? Are there all 666 in here?
Not at all. There are also mementos from those who died in there, so there are well over 1,000. Additionally, those that became undead don't photograph well. That makes sense. At the same time, there are some paintings in there too.
There really are. Nero, you can paint?
Watching the others out of the corner of my eye, I sat on the sofa talking to Hisui. Her face looked very interested in the photos, but at the same time, she seemed too tense and was staying away. Ah well, she can look at the album later. And then to be done in by Hisui. And the old-fashioned twin trick too.
I'm very sorry, Shiki-sama. About 30 minutes before the game ended, Nason suggested it, and so we switched places.
Well, there was no rule against using disguises, so it's fine. And besides, I was the one who let my guard down there at the very end of it all, which hurts.
Regrettable, Shiki-sama.
Yeah. Ah, that reminds me. Where did our Victor Kohaku-san go anyway? Do you know Hisui?
I spotted Nason heading to the courtyard a little while ago. Probably she went outside to cool down a little.
Okay. Then I'm going to follow her. I stood up from the sofa. Shiki, you know, you're technically her property now, right? As I entered the courtyard, I saw Kohaku-san sitting in a chair with her eyes closed. It was just like Hisui said. She came out here to cool off. Yeah. Since it was already dark outside, the breeze was refreshingly chilled.
Ah, Shiki-san. What's the matter?
Noticing me as I drew near, Kohaku-san opened her eyes and stood. Nothing. I just thought I'd talk a bit. Is that okay?
Of course. I don't mind at all. What did you wish to talk about?
Although, to tell the truth, there wasn't really any topic I had in mind. Today was the first time in a while I've done so much running around. I'm rather tired.
Were you and the others like that way back when too?
I mean,
using the entire estate?
Well, if you mean playing wherever we wanted, then yeah. But we were little kids back then. There wasn't any running around all over the place like we did today. And then back then the game was a lot simpler. Just run, and if the demon catches you, you're out. That was all.
Sometime in the middle today, the goal mysteriously changed.
Yeah. Back then, no one made any curry in the middle of the game.
That's true. But it didn't seem like I could win with a straight-up fight. You know, it's fair. But I'm glad. In the end, even Hisui-chan got to play.
That's... Could you really call that playing? I mean, she went out running around looking for you while Kohaku chilled on the couch, so, I mean, yeah. I don't know. But if she accepts it as such, that's fine. Ah, that's right. Here, I'm returning this. Oh, that was her. And Kohaku-san pulled a knife out from her sleeve. The handle had Nanaya carved on it. My knife.
Ciel-san's 7th scripture and Akiha-sama's master of the Tohno family for a day. I'm also giving back. Even if I kept them, I have no way to use them.
And Shiki's prize of Akiha?
It's very tempting, but the consequences are frightening, so I'll give up on that. But for you, Shiki-san,
I'd like to have dating privileges at least once. Oh, yeah, okay, okay, Kohaku. I almost called you Arquid, but okay, Kohaku. I don't mind that at all. And for that reason, I'm glad neither Arquid nor one of the others won. I wouldn't speak so soon. in Arkwood's case, she really might drag me back to the Millennium Castle with her.
The rest of the prizes, though, I'll happily keep.
Wait, even Coulter?
Your childhood photos, for example, are wonderful.
I could feel my face falling into a troubled expression. Knowing that there's an album of my pictures in Kohaku-san's room, somehow it's difficult to calm down. Anyway, shall we return? Without the guest of honor, I'm sure everyone's worried.
That's true. And if we're here too long, we'll freeze.
Then, as Kohaku-san and I stood together to return indoors. Woo! In the distance, I could hear a dog's howl. Unconsciously, I looked up. A wild dog?
That's Nira-san's familiar, Coulter-kun.
Huh?
Oh, you know, things have been pretty stirred up lately. So I told Akiya-sama, why don't we get a guard dog? And this was just perfect.
I unthinkingly turned back to the courtyard. No, certainly Kohaku-san had never said a word about returning that. You're intending to make that black beast our guard dog?
Yes, as reliable as he is. Soon we'll have to go buy some ham for him to eat.
Reliable, she said. Yeah. Do you really understand, Kohaku-san? That's a war dog and a familiar, you know. The Tohno mansion already has a rather bad reputation, but when you start keeping that around, what sort of rumors will there be? Bad ones.
Shiki-san, if you keep standing there, you'll catch a cold.
At Kohaku-san's call, I returned to myself. Yeah, okay. I'm coming. Turning quickly, I headed indoors. Ooh. At my back, Coulter-kun raised a lonely howl to the moon. Okay. I mean, you know, not like this happens in canon or anything, so we're good. Did you have fun?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
That's good. Then, Kohaku-san, of all the things you got, which one makes you happiest? Do you even have to ask?
Memories of playing together with everyone.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say you, Shiki-sama, but no. Or Shiki-san. You know, okay. You know, Roa Shiki and Nero aside, and I guess Arkwood as well, I do hope that in like, no, I guess because, I guess really none of the true endings would be good for Kohaku to like make memories like that, huh? Because you don't even find out about what she went through in Arkwood and CL Roots, right? And you don't even find out about it in Akiha Root, do you? I don't remember. Type Moon Daily Message. Originally, Shiki became a delinquent after being able to see death. Interesting. I mean, he sort of was, right? Like, he got into fist fights with Arihigo, apparently. So. Kind of a delinquent. But anyway, yeah, that was really nice. Again, man. it sucks. 'Cause there's probably no. Because if I'm yeah, because I think in Kohaku's route, Akiha dies, right? I don't remember. So there's no real good route for her to be able to make memories. I mean, Akiha lives. Oh, she was really badly injured though, right? I think. Yeah, so I guess in Arkwood's ending, she could make good memories, but she goes and lives in a. She ate Shiki and had issues controlling herself. Wait, was. I'm trying to remember. Man, it's. All, yeah. I don't know. All the endings are kind of boiled together. It's hard to remember, especially since it's been a while. But Akiha dies and Hisui root Kohaku do. Oh right, yeah. That's the maid roots blended. The maid root endings blended together. I couldn't remember if Akiha died in Kohaku's or Hisui's and. Okay. So, yeah, but that was good. Yeah, what Gogeta said at the start about just forgetting about timelines, that makes sense. As soon as I saw Nero and Shiki pop up, I was like, oh yeah, this is fanfic to the extreme. But anyway, I'm gonna end off. I had originally hoped that it would be done in less than 2 hours, so it went a little bit over what I thought. So I got to get some other stuff done. I put out a poll the other day. I don't know if anyone here voted on it, but I guess we'll be starting Danganronpa soon-ish. But tomorrow will be Act Cadenza, and like I said, I'll try and watch the what is it, Tsukihime art book prologue, you said is what it was called? Tsukihime, hang on. Tsukihime art book. Oh, the video's on your, okay, hang on. I'll just click, hang on. Boom. Right, I'll have to, yeah. Okay, okay, I pulled up your channel. Okay, so okay, I see it. Okay, should wait. No, hang on. YouTube. For some reason, it's not letting me. Boom. Okay, I got it. All right, I'll save that. Save to watch later. And okay, so yeah, I'll probably do a few other routes first tomorrow. I don't want to just open the what's gonna end up being a gameplay VOD with watching a video. So I'll probably do like 2 other characters first, then watch that, and then jump into Arkwood tomorrow, I think is the plan. But yeah, anyway, like I said, we only have 2 left. I still have to do the Flower of Thanatos, which again I'll have to do just as a heavily edited video, and then Dawn. which I don't know what that's supposed to be about. We'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for do flower before dawn stream. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you guys said up here if I hit the U, there's a thing. But I have to finish. Oh. Alright, no, okay, I'm gonna close this before this goes any further. Because I don't wanna I don't wanna get into that quite yet. So I'm gonna end off the stream here. Act Get ends of part 2 tomorrow. Get 5 more characters done. And Danganronpa sometime in this next week. I'll start. I know it's still like a month and a half or no, just 2 months away. But I don't know if I'm gonna stream the Tsukihime remake or not. I kind of want to just do it as videos, so that way I can do it in like the best quality instead of having a like 6K bitrate video or VOD. So, but I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But it's still a ways away, so we'll see when we get there. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.